All right.
Now we got a big one.
This is the big one.
Again, another one.
This is the big one.
Wasn't planning on.
No, me either.
I'm like,
Me either.
this was gonna be the movie, The Adam Project,
Yeah.
that I watched in August when I was like, oh man, I
forgot to catch that.
I gotta
TV.
fill my list of movies.
So let me.
And I watched it. I don't know why though.
Yeah, I don't know. You were
watched
like
the first
out of nowhere.
trailer.
You like text me and you were like,
Dude, I was like, well, I'm balling out of this movie.
"Oh my god, I'm
was like-
crying."
Yeah, dude, this was like a heavy one.
Yeah, it
But
is.
again, I didn't plan on it. I was like, I didn't rush home to watch it.
Yeah.
But The Adam Project, Ryan Reynolds. Whoa.
This movie
This
was.
movie couldn't
so
relate
good.
to the last one.
Yeah.
Sure related to this one.
Again,
This
but
one
man,
hit me like a ton of bricks.
which is
And I
awesome.
don't, and that's why maybe I was like drawn to it.
Well, but again, you're watching this movie, and I'm just curious, right? Because you're watching The Adam Project from your perspective, more as the Ryan Reynolds and I don't know that kid's name, but the two Adams,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm assuming you're watching it, you're seeing it as
I'm seeing is to the 2022 Adam.
right, and like
how I saw it.
what would I do if I actually met myself?
I would punch that little shit in the face.
Right,
I would punch him in the face
dude, and
with no hesitation.
and the whole
I'm
time,
about my younger self.
yeah,
If I met my 12-year-old self,
you'd punch him.
I would beat him into the ground.
Yeah, it'd be like, cut it out,
Yeah.
cut
And that's
your
what
shit.
what older Ryan Reynolds I think wanted to do
Right.
on more than one occasion.
He's
And then-
mad at
and then
himself,
he
right?
finally let him have it.
Yeah, he's mad at himself.
Yeah, which everybody I think can relate to in a lot of ways because we've all made mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was cool to kind of see him go back and be able to confront that part.
right.
The Adam Project, we got to get better at explaining what we are talking about.
So
Adam Project, Ryan Reynolds, guy starts off, he's in 2050.
right. So he is in 2050. This movie is a time travel movie that is not about time travel at all.
No. That's
And
just a way to make
that's
things happen.
Right. It was a way to tell the story. But yes, the 2050 version of himself, or Adam, who's 12, meets the 44. I can't do the
You
math.
ask me to do math
Dang,
right now?
can't do the math, but it is 2022.
Yeah.
And then he meets the 2050 version
yeah.
of himself. And then you get a sense right off the bat that older Adam is just pissed.
Yeah.
He is just mad
Yeah.
at himself.
Yeah.
He does not like himself at all.
No.
Which,
He
again,
was shot. He was bleeding everywhere.
obviously he was upset.
I think the only thing they didn't explain is when he went back, because he was originally trying to go to 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He missed it.
Yeah.
Ended up in 2022. But did it say why he ended up at his house with himself?
No, I think that...
Or was it just something in his mind and that's where he ended up?
So he was trying to get back to 2018 because he was trying to talk to his dad.
To stop the time travel from...
So I'm assuming he did have every intention of getting there to his home so he could talk to his
and then
dad.
it just before... Okay.
And he just got there too late,
Okay.
which meant his dad was already dead.
Yeah.
So that was...
Or too early.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Didn't he get there too early?
If he's there in 2022, like going back
Yeah,
this
going
way,
back.
then he didn't go far
Didn't
enough.
go far enough, so he got there early. I guess.
This messes with my
Dude,
head. This
I'm not
messes
a
with my head.
time traveling person. All right, never.
You're not the
never done it.
godfather of
No.
time travel?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
But he gets back. He partners up with his younger self.
Yeah.
They go on
Go
really
on this
cool
adventure.
adventures.
Yeah.
I liked the drones. Not drones. That's not the right word. The army
There was a
that was trying to get him, the stormtroopers of things.
Again, man, I've noticed it more and more, but I don't like all the murdering that happens.
But are they getting murdered or
They
just
are.
beamed back?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, because he specifically says dying not in your timeline is messy.
Okay.
As he's killing these people.
Yeah.
Right. And he is killing these people.
And the little Adam's just cool with it.
Yeah. And that's the thing is I'm like, I would have been way happier if they said, hey, these are all robots. These are all robots. These are all cyborgs.
Yeah, I guess
coming
there
back
is a
because
lot of murder in movies.
yeah, but we don't really think about, right?
Well, because they were like
They're
turned
faceless.
to
Yeah,
glitter.
no blood.
Yeah,
They're
like,
faceless. Foot soldiers.
But I feel like
that-
if I went back in time and I had to pair up with little Diego, like I wouldn't let anybody hurt us either.
Yeah,
Like, I'd
absolutely.
kill a bunch
Absolutely.
of people.
But I think there is a way to probably go through it and not murder a bunch of people. But he murdered a bunch of brothers, fathers,
Yeah,
sons.
that's true. That is
You
true.
know, I don't like that. I don't like that.
But maybe it's okay in 2050.
Maybe maybe these are all bad men.
Yeah.
And again, unless I missed it, but I'm pretty sure he does say dying in a different timeline is messy.
Yeah.
So I do.
But I
remember
liked all that. I liked the action. I liked
Yeah.
his like gadgets and tools and like everything that he had and like his fighting skills and like all that stuff. I thought it
Yeah.
was fun. I just thought this movie was fun.
Oh yeah, it's a really.
And then
good
it got
time.
emotional.
Yeah, the
It got emotional.
So,
that's
they-
why I was like, I Snapchat you guys. I was like, I'm fine, man.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. We good. We gonna make it through it.
yeah. There's that scene. So older Adam takes off because he's having a rough time, and he ends up at a bar. And who does he see walk
Oh
in?
man, I didn't even think about that one.
That was the first time
that was
that
the
I was.
first
That was
one.
the first one where.
And it was for me too, because he's like, man, he's trying. Like he's not a bad kid. You're not a bad mom.
Right.
Like that's what you think.
Because his mom walks in, sits
Yeah.
down, and he's eavesdropping.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know what to do. My kid
Yeah.
doesn't like me. And I'm
Oh,
like,
man,
bro,
I
that's
loved
crazy.
It. I loved it.
Jennifer Garner too did a great job.
Well, so that's why I was asking you what your perspective, how you were watching the movie, because the whole time I'm like, I relate to you, Jennifer Gardner. Like I totally know you.
I felt like I related to everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I hope so.
I mean, of course
They're telling the story right.
Yeah, of course, the little kid the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
but
by
we
far,
can all
'cause
relate
I haven't,
to that.
yeah, because I haven't been like an adult yet. I haven't been a mom yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I get it, because my mom used to like.
Of course.
she told me as I got older. She's like, "Hey, you did this when you were 14.
Yeah.
It hurt my feelings." I'm like, "What are you even talking about?"
Yeah.
25-year-old man. I don't even know what you're saying.
Right.
But
Right.
to her, she like remembered 12 years later or whatever it was, 10 years
Yeah.
later. She's
Oh,
like, hey, that hurt
she
my
remembers.
feelings.
She remembers.
And I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about, Mom?
yeah. Yeah.
She's like,
get
yeah,
you.
like I picked
get
you up and like whatever, and you got mad at me and I didn't even do it. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And I was
Sorry.
like, why do you remember that? Because to her, it like destroyed her.
I meant the yeah.
It like destroyed her. And then like little Adam, when he's having the conversation with himself, he's like, hey, my dad was tired after work, but like he played with me
no.
anyways. And I was like,
He always threw a ball with me. Always.
and then I thought back to all the time me and my dad were doing stuff. I was like, he probably didn't want to be doing that.
Right. He did it for
Just
love.
go on bike rides.
Did it because he loved you.
Bike rides in the evening.
Yeah.
Probably didn't want to.
He's probably
Guy's trying to
exhausted.
Ride bikes around the block.
Exhausted.
He didn't want to do that.
Not at all.
But he did it.
Yeah.
And then all that kind of stuff, and you're like, holy crap.
I could see that.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't. You just, again, as a kid, you don't see those things.
Right.
Because, not to like defend the shit kid in me, but like, why would I?
Right. I understand.
Why am I, as a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid, going to be like, I bet my dad's
Well-
tired? And he probably was.
Yeah.
He told me.
Well, but that's why that's what this movie's trying to say. More
Yeah.
than it's trying to talk about time travel
Yeah.
and all this other stuff, right? Which is, I'm going to get to my biggest complaint about the movie right now. But the movie is trying to talk about, well, if you don't listen to anybody because you are a kid,
Yeah.
who's the one person you would listen to?
Man.
Yourself.
I'd love to have that conversation.
Right?
I'd love
You would
to have that
only listen to yourself because no matter what, if your mom or dad tells you that you're being a little shit,
You're like,
you're not
whatever.
going to listen to a word they say because they don't understand you, man.
Yeah.
So you're not going to listen to anything that they're saying. So that's why it's so important that this movie is actually about having a conversation with yourself, reflecting, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I really appreciated about the movie, which is why I do not like the third act of this movie.
Yeah.
Because it stops becoming a movie about
And
self-reflection.
it became a movie about the time travel.
Yes,
I did
yes.
like Mark Ruffalo though.
I do
did
too.
like his
I
character.
like him as an actor.
But like the whole thing about like breaking into the building to like stop and I got it. I'm like,
Sure.
that was the end goal. That was why he came back.
Yeah.
But But
Well,
I'm like,
I mean, and it's an
like
action
that.
movie, right? They
Yeah,
had to.
yeah.
They have to have the action sequence. They had to
Yeah.
make it happen. I get it.
I like that they killed the lady at the end because she was just.
She
like-
killed herself.
Yeah, yeah. Like the writer, like the writers killed her.
Killed her.
Yeah.
Killed this.
Yeah, because I was tired of her talking.
Oh yeah.
Like I just, again, her just,
Okay,
like,
but-
like a no threat villain to me almost.
but yeah. Oh,
Killed
yeah.
his wife.
Yeah, but she is a
his wife.
she is a terrible villain, right? But again, the movie wasn't about that. So then when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
when
So
they
you don't focus on it.
so then when they introduce her as the super big bad, you're like, I've seen her for 5 seconds in this movie,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? And again, you do see her kill. I mean, you don't see her
Yeah,
kill his
she
wife.
killed
but
her.
We know
Twice.
she killed her twice. She says it. She
Yeah,
says,
she's-
"I murdered
yeah,
her. I murdered your wife 2 times."
Zoe
And-
Saldana.
God, can she miss?
She's
I don't
great.
think so.
She's great.
She's amazing.
She's great. She was a lot of fun. I wish we would have seen more of her.
Yeah,
But like in the scheme of the story, like it was the perfect amount.
I agree. I don't think we
Again,
needed
it was
to
a
like
pit
don't
stop.
force it.
Yeah, like
Don't force
she
it.
wasn't the main focus in the story.
And they meet again at the
but what
end,
she
dude.
did-
Come on.
Oh, and the music in this movie?
Always
The song,
Perfect.
My Love Woman, Peter Townsend. Great song, and that song, people probably gonna know it from
Yeah.
Click, or
Oh,
one of the
Adam Sandler movie?
One of the Adam
Oh,
Sandler
because-
movies.
typical
Was
soundtrack.
it Mr. Deeds?
Probably.
My love open the door. It was another Adam Sandler movie.
I
Because
believe
I was
it.
like, yo, I
I
haven't
believe
heard
it.
this in a movie
Since
since Click or Mr. Deeds,
Whatever.
something like that. But I'm like, that's where
51st Dates or
something like that. Yeah. So that's probably where people are gonna recognize this song from.
But yeah, it was an awesome soundtrack. I agree.
a lot of good
I
stuff.
agree. But yeah, I just weak third act.
Yeah,
Pretty
but a
disappointed.
lot of good ways to walk away, reflect,
Yeah,
think
what
about who you are.
what the movie is truly about, I think it does really well. When it veers off the path, I think it is a little shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Still good stuff. Hated the fact that the big bad killed herself. I thought that was really stupid.
Oh, because of the
The
magnetic.
curving bullet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I just wanted
Whatever.
her to die.
yeah,
I
sure.
didn't care
And
how
she did.
died.
She
Just
died.
wanted her to die.
No, it's fine.
But like of all the Netflix movies that we've been getting, this is definitely
One of the better ones.
this is one
for
of the
sure.
better ones.
For sure.
Like this was
I
a
agree.
good time.
Because again, 75% of this movie is very good.
Yeah,
Is very good.
and that's passing.
Exactly.
You just passed the class
yeah.
with that grade.
Exactly.
Because a lot of Netflix movies are not 75% good.
No, they're like 60% good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I think as far as Netflix goes, this is definitely one of the better ones.
And this kid could definitely do some more stuff.
I hope he does. He was
Probably
good.
will.
He was really good,
was
actually.
very good.
Kid actors are tough to find. And I think this kid did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And
he had
of course,
the-
Ryan
he had
Reynolds
the
is Ryan
attitude.
Reynolds, and that's a
And,
good
and,
time.
and I said it in my review that I posted. I felt like this Ryan Reynolds was so toned back. Like
He was.
wasn't forcing all the funny jokes and the ha-has and
Yeah.
the boo-hoos. Like, I didn't feel like he was doing that. And I enjoyed him so much more because of that.
Dang, but
He
you
did say funny stuff, but
said
it wasn't
so
like,
funny.
it wasn't like,
Yeah.
it was just, it fit into the moment. It fit into the conversation that they were having.
Yeah.
And I said, this is nice.
The funniest thing I thought he said was when he meets his wife and they go into the cabin and she's like, cute kid. And he's like, yeah, don't you want to put his head underwater
Yeah,
till the bubbles stop?
And I was like, hey, man, I would do that to myself too. That's sweet.
Oh my
But
God.
again, Ryan Reynolds' quips are funny. They're good. They
If-
weren't overdone in this movie.
No, they were not. And
It was so evenly balanced.
if this one man can make you laugh and cry, and that's an
Ryan
achievement.
Reynolds is big time.
Yeah,
He's one of the best.
absolutely
One
absolutely
of the best.
better than Red Notice
Oh yeah.
by a long shot. By a long shot.
Yeah, by a long shot.
All right.
Definitely can recommend this to anybody for sure.
I completely agree.